So nudges are defined by behavioral scientists and economists as any aspect of the choice architecture that we present to people that can alter their behavior but without forbidding options. So many of us learned about this through this book, Nudge, by Thaler and Sunstein. Richard Thaler won a Nobel Prize for this in 2017. So the idea is, what's the default? Can I make people opt out or opt in for certain kinds of decisions? So they've been largely used in business and economics, so you buy more stuff that's at eye level. But in healthcare, they've been used for things like appointments. If you come to the doctor and they say, well, call me when you want to come back, people tend to wait longer. If I say, here's an appointment in 6 months, you can change it. So I've not taken away an option. You still have the option of changing the appointment, but the default is set. You're more likely to come back in 6 months because I've made an appointment for you. So the question is, could we also use these in education to help students do more work? We know already that the biology of learning is pretty simple. The person who does the work does the learning. So most of education is really a design problem for how do we design systems so that students will do the work that only students can do. We also know that things like sleep and wellness affect how well you work, but your motivation matters, your emotions matter in all of these. So designing systems where students have choices that will improve their behaviors to more learning should be a primary concern of education. And I believe that we can use nudges the way healthcare has to improve people's decisions. So for example, things like the time of day when assignments are due, Wi-Fi distribution in schools, when services are available. Those all communicate messages about whether we're available for students 9 to 5 or in the middle of the night. Library hours. Registration procedures sound pretty benign, and we tend to say, well, A through M register here or seniors register first. But suppose we redesign the system to help people choose class times where they would do better. So you failed this class before, you're not a morning person, you can't sign up for an 8 o'clock class because we know you're not going to do as well. You should sign up for an 11 o'clock class. What are all of the places on our campus, everything from athletics to activities to timing, lighting, Wi-Fi, dining, right? We know that if you put the fruit at the front of the line, it doesn't prevent people from not taking fruit or getting dessert, but people eat more fruit. So those are the kinds of things that nudges entail. And I believe that in education, we are ripe for redesigning our system using what we know from economics and other behavioral science on how people make choices to help students make better choices to study more. Can we design better problem sets? Can we assign them at better times? And a lot of this revolves around the other things that are outside of the classroom. So this workshop is going to be a set of discussions. We'll first learn about nudges and alignment and integration. We'll share some stories from each other about what different campuses are doing to try to communicate integrated messages to students about the choices that they make. And then we're going to work on different things that we might do on our own campus to help students better take charge of their own learning, to engage more, and to have more student success. So in a nutshell, that's the idea behind nudging for student success, and I hope you'll join me. Thanks. I'm Jose Bowen.